So good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Good morning. This is part 3 of my past misery. I got some time. So as I opened with how I felt about a relationship that I had been in for 10 years, how I felt that I didn't receive really what I signed up for. And how I feel today about my decision to walk away. Well, today I feel wiser. I feel stronger. I feel like I had no other choice and I did the right thing. And, you get past that guilty stage. You know what I mean? You get past the guiltiness. You get past that, did I make the right choice? But then once you start going back through your head and you see, you really look at what was going on and how long it had been going on, you start to kind of feel like, oh, I went on all this time for nothing. A waste. And you start to regret that you even gave the time of day. you start to feel like, man, I've wasted all this time on this person. And why? For what reason? I didn't get anything out of it. Nothing but a heartache. Stress, chaos, and just a hard time. Okay? Yeah, I'm not going to say all days was bad days, because it wasn't. I'll be lying. But I tell you, the bad days outweigh the good. So when that's going on, you know it's time to give it up. Okay? Sorry, you guys. Sorry. Good morning. Sorry. But yeah, when that happens, then it's time for you to give it up. It's time for you to give it up and let it go, no matter how hard it is. You can't keep walking a dead road. You can't keep walking a road that's not going to lead you nowhere. And even if you got to take a road alone, it's better than being with a load, walking a road with a load that you got to carry. Okay? You can walk light as a feather, that road alone. Okay? And, I have moments, to where I think about them good old back massages and stuff. Yes, I'm a miss those, because I'm a person of touch. I like to be rubbed, caressed. Okay? And really, I shouldn't have to ask for it to be done. You should be able to see and read my energy. And so that's where, when you get with someone too soon and you really don't know their background, their habits, and things about them that you don't want to find out later, that's why I say it's best to get to know all you can know early on, because it'll save you the trouble and it'll definitely save you the heartache. And, I just feel like I'd rather do it alone than to keep going strong with something that I know is weighing me down. Weighing me down, and I just don't, it's just, I guess, because I'm the person I am. If I find it hard, I really find it hard that people can't see, or how can you feel or not feel? I guess it's in people's DNA too. But it's hard for a person that has feelings for other people's feelings to understand how a person cannot feel. How can you not feel empathy or some type of remorse or regret for what you've done? You walked into a person's world and you messed it up. You got them off balance for no reason. You were supposed to be their balance. You know what I'm saying? You guys were supposed to weigh each other out. Equability. But, unfortunately, things don't happen that way a lot of times. A lot of times,